welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskers!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Offense set on first down. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job.
And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Got it! Touchdown, Hawkeye! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and
the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Hawkeyes in the hurry up. They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Slater. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Number 3, with the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. A first down for the offense. They want to run it left here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll leave it with him. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge and just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Rides to the back. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. And the Hawkeyes are threatening in the red zone. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And these design QB runs, man, they really test the physicality of this defense. Knowing this quarterback's going to tote the rock, they know that there's now an extra blocker, so somebody on defense is going to have to make a superhuman effort, get off a block and make a play. They could not get that done right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ready to go back to work on offense. game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. And that play fake created just a split second to let the tight end get downfield.
Did you see how that play fake just froze the second level of the defense just for a split second, Reese, and that allowed the tight end to get vertical.
Going to the running game. Breaks the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Trying play action. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bond. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision making.
On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box and more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
1st and 10.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They'll try the run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. And the Hawkeyes are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside of the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
Going with the ground game left. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They go to the ground. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw it, Slater. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Huskers are on the move. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. And I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Wants to throw. It's Slater. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do, they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Hand off from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Iowa 28, Nebraska 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. Open space at the 25. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
second down after that incompletion.
29 Philly, 2-9, pretty down.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
Picks up 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Back to pass, it's Slater. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They want that clock to run. Keeps the legs moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
3:25.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll give it to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
24-yard line.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Offense getting set for 1st down. To the air, it's Slater. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
You know what's great about rivalry?